for the struts, the best way I can show you how you might need struts, when you hit the brakes, see how the front end bounces on this thing? It just bounces. You can actually see it physically bounce a couple of times before it finally stops moving. It's hard to do this and hold the camera. If you can watch that in comparison to the workbench, see how it bounces? Shouldn't bounce like that. All right, so here is where I'm at. I've got the old strut out, and the orientation was this sticker was facing out towards the wheel. So the current setup, I've got the tie rod loose. I'm sorry, not the tie rod, the sway bar. I've got the sway bar loose on both sides, and that kind of rotated up out of the way. I've got the lower ball joint bolts, the two 19mm bolts underneath. I've got those loose, and that kind of lets this kind of just hang here. And if you can see it, I've got a ratchet strap under there pulling down on the lower control arm to make room to get the strut out. So there's 3 nuts up top. Those are 14mm. And the bolt for the lower strut, strut mount, was 19mm, just like the 2 lower ball joint bolts. So I'm going to set up the tripod and see if I can fish the new one in here just like I got the old one out. So that's it. I did have to put some vice grips on this part of the sway bar link, which I had to do in the other video as well. I'm replacing these anyway because the boot's busted on this one. 17mm nut on that. And what else? So just to show you where I'm at, again, in my mind, sway bar loose, both sides, rotated up, 2 lower ball joint bolts out to let this hang. And I do have that ratchet strap under there to pull the lower control arm down to allow rotation, some rotation. All right, here we go. I think I am ready to work this in. There it is. All right, I gotta start these top nuts. This back one's kind of hard to get to, and I don't think you can get to it. I didn't try, but I'm not totally sure you can get to it from the top, but I did not make an effort to see if that would be possible or not. Okay, so there's the nuts started. So now I've got to release the ratchet strap. And I'm going to glove on so I don't cut my fingers off. Whoops, there we go. As you can tell, that had a lot of pressure on it. Now I've got to find the lower bolt and the nut. So we don't have alignment of that. So basically what I did is just take a punch and kind of move that around enough to get the bolt through there. And I've lost a washer. Well, I found the washer. It was on the bolt before I put the bolt through the bottom part of the strut. That was smart. So I had to take the bolt back out. All right, so that's tight. Let's move to the top nuts. Oh. The old ones were 14s. I bet these are 15s. Yep. What I should have done was measured the ride height to see if it changed with these new struts. These new struts seem to be about an inch longer on the floor, so I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. Out with the old, in with the new. All right. Awesome. Now, ooh, bolt went right in. Nice. There's the washer. There's the nut. It's always easier the second time around, usually. Start our nuts up top. Still have to do the sway bar links, which should be pretty quick. Put the lower two lower ball joint bolts back in place on both sides. That is also pretty quick. I have no idea what time it is, but I've not really been working on this very long. I'll probably plan a couple of hours. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here, isn't it? I'm just tightening the lower strut bolt. Done. Now I get to move on to sway bar links. Okay, the passenger side is completely finished. Lower bolt is tight. All three nuts up top are tight. And we have a new sway bar link in place. Now this nut on the lower sway bar link, that nut I had to heat up. So just get you a little torch, just a little simple propane torch. I did heat it quite a bit, and once I heated it, it did make a big difference getting it off of there. I did clamp it with vice grips on that part just to keep it from turning, because it will turn. So I did clamp that with vice grips numerous times before I got the heat, before I heated it up, and the heat made a big difference. So anyway, this side is finished. So I'm going to move to the driver's side, wrap that up, and then we're going to go for a test drive. Okay, same deal as before. So watch the, I guess, the workbench in the back and the hood. We'll see how it bounces. If you'll compare this to the beginning of the video, definitely less bouncy. All right, I'm going to take this for a road test and we'll come back and draw a conclusion. The road test was a success. Definitely doesn't toss you left and right. Sometimes you're going down a road and you've got bad shocks or struts. It will toss you kind of left to right and your head kind of feels like it's bobbling going down the road. So that's gone. Before it was kind of squishy and bouncy. That's gone. Totally a success. Man, the satisfaction of doing this stuff yourself, guys, is off the charts. It's not difficult. Take some time, do your research, and it's totally worth the effort. So these struts, I'll put a link in the description, bought them on Amazon, along with the sway bar links. And man, great. It's just a awesome feeling. This is finished. It drives much better and it's ready to go. See you on the next one.